Alashorda government faced with a lack of unified support from all segments of Kazakh population, which weakened its effectiveness and stability. According to a study published in Central Asian Survey, the Alashorda movement struggled with the varying allegiances of the Kazakh population because some factions within the Kazakh community supported different political ideologies or were influenced by competing external forces such as the Bolsheviks and the White Army. And also the Alashorda government was caught between these conflicting forces of the Bolsheviks and the White Army during the Russian Civil War. And an article in Nationalist paper by Dave pointed out that the Alashorda had to navigate a complex and a shifting alliance structure, initially aligning with the White Army and later with the Bolsheviks, which ultimately diluted their political leverage and autonomy.
The All-Kazakh Congress, the establishment of the government of Alashorda, and the formation of Alash autonomy stand as pivotal chapters in Kazakhstan's history, emblematic of the Kazakh people's pursuit of self-determination and the governance amidst the turmoil of the early 20th century. These events unfolded against the backdrop of the Russian Revolution, making a period of profound political upheaval and a transformation across the Russian Empire. Through a comparative method, we delve into these historical milestones, examining their significance, objectives, and their legacies, while also drawing parallels and the contrasts of elucidate their implications for Kazakh nation building and autonomy movements.
So the causes underlying the All-Kazakh Congress, the formation of government of Alash Orda, and the establishment of Alash autonomy were shaped by a complex interplay of historical, political, and cultural factors. The desire for cultural preservation and resistance to external control motivated Kazakh leaders and activists to pursue autonomy amidst the tumultuous backdrop of revolution and colonial oppression. The Alash Orda party established in Kazakhstan in the early 20th century played a pivotal role in the national liberation movement of the Kazakh people. The factors leading to the formation of the party can be explored through both historical and contemporary sources. Historical reasons for the formation of the Alash Orda may be the national consciousness and the push for autonomy. Influenced by revolutionary ideas and a growing sense of national consciousness, the Kazakh intelligentsia began advocating for autonomy. Their goal was to establish an independent state to preserve their cultural and national identity. The source for that is the Baitursunov Kazakh newspaper.
Let's talk about the effects. The effects of All-Kazakh Congress, the formation of the government of Alash Orda, and the establishment of Alash autonomy were profound and multifaceted, shaping the trajectory of Kazakh nation building and autonomy movements. So, the first one is restoration of Kazakh statehood. The goal of Alash National Liberation Movement was to restore Kazakh statehood. This led to the formation of Alash Orda government and significant step towards autonomy and self-government for the Kazakh people. The next one is intellectual literacy. The leaders of Alash Orda, including Alixan Bokikhanov, Ahmed Bayzaksunov, and Muzhakh Dulatov, were prominent intellectuals whose ideas influenced the cultural, educational landscape of Kazakhstan. The last one is promotion of education. The Alash Orda leaders' commitment to education is mirrored in modern Kazakhstan on higher education and language acquisitions.
let's talk about a comparative analysis of Alash movement and the Russian autonomy. Both of the Alash movement and the Russian autonomy were ultimately suppressed by the Bolshevik regime, which established Soviet republics in their place, and as a transition from autonomous or independent governance to Soviet control marked a significant shift in the political landscape of the former Russian Empire. The Alash movement and the Russian autonomy represent significant efforts by various national groups within the collapsing Russian Empire to assert their rights and achieve self-governance. While the shared common goals of autonomy and culture preservation, their structures, operations, and ultimate fates differed based on their unique context and challenges.
In conclusion, the Al-Kazakh Congress, the formation of government of Alash Orda and the establishment of Alash autonomy were pivotal moments in Kazakhstan's history, marking the emergence of national consciousness, aspirations for self-determination.
The Al-Kazakh Congress, the formation of the government of Alash Orda and the establishment of Alash autonomy were pivotal in Kazakhstan's history. These events sparked Kazakh's national consciousness, self-determination, and efforts to preserve cultural identity. The Al-Kazakh Congress showed Kazakh leaders discussing their future and governments moving towards national unity. The government of Alash Orda, formed by these leaders, sought self-governance and policies to benefit and protect the Kazakh people. Alash autonomy aimed for independence, allowing Kazakhs to practice their traditions and customs without external interference, preserving their cultural identity for the future generations.